So you want to learn a drum fill with some spicy hot sauce on it? Then you came to the right place. Hey, this is Gerald Myles back at it with another helpful video. I want to give a big shout out to all of my subscribers, and if you're not a member of the family yet, be sure to hit the red subscribe button below so you don't miss any future content. It is 100% free. Today we're going to learn one of my all-time favorite fills. It is guaranteed to get you that nod of approval from your bandmates whenever you throw this one out there. I'm going to show you the basic fill, then I'll give you some variations on it, and last but not least, I'll put it into context and show you the best places to take this out for a spin. So let's get to it. All right, rock stars, so the next step is to get this fill from out of my hands and into yours. First off, let me tell you why it sounds so funky, so spicy, why it kind of comes out of left field. I don't know if you realize this, but it's like 98% of drummers start all of their fills with their hands. We almost always start our fills with our hand. So this fill starts on your bass drum. That alone makes it stand out from the 5 million other fills you played, okay? The other thing that makes this fill pretty cool is that it is based off of 16th note triplets. So we all know that triplets group our notes into groups of 3, hence the name triplet. This fill is going to take those triplets and we're going to group them in groups of 2. That also makes it sound kind of quirky, kind of different, make it stand out. Let's do this pattern here. 2 on the foot, 2 on the hands, and that should bring us around to 1. Now just playing it like that out of context without a metronome sounds pretty easy. Really the magic happens when we actually turn on the metronome and put that in time as a triplet. So there's our click. Now, my metronome is dialed back. It's down to 50. It's giving me 8th note. So this is 1 and 2 and. So if I'm there, my 16th note triplets are. So I got to take that fill and divide this 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. I got to divide it up over triplets. So let's try it like this. At this point, you're going to take your fill, put it with the metronome, work on it over and over again, and just get comfortable playing that foot and hand combination in time. Once you got that, now it's time to orchestrate it around the drum set, and this is really where the magic happens. So putting this on the drum set, we're going to have pretty much 3 times that our hands come around. The first time that we play our hands, it's going to be floor tom, snare. You got 2 on your bass drum in between, and then we're going to shift our hands over and do snare drum, hi-hat. You'll have 2 bass drums in between. I want you to cross your hands and do hi-hat, snare, and then we'll end on 1. Okay, 1 is going to be your hand and foot together. So once again, floor tom, snare, shift over, snare, hi-hat, crossover, hi-hat, snare, and then we're out. Now keep in mind, for all of these hand combinations, it's always right-left. Now you can play whatever sticking you want if you so choose, but the crossover doesn't really work if you change the sticking. So let's keep it right-left, 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 and then we'll end on our right. Okay, so let's put that same thing to the metronome. So if I fast forward in time, at this point I've been practicing, I've got the sticking down, I'm in time with the metronome, I'm feeling pretty comfortable. So really I'm just ready to push the tempo. So I'll give you a couple examples, I'm going to bump it up. So if you made it this far, then congratulations, the fill is officially yours. But wait, there is more. This fill has endless possibilities. You can experiment with moving your hands around on different drums. Instead of using the hi-hat, I'm going to use the high tom. I can do the exact same fill, but just substitute the hi-hat and move it over to the high tom. So you're going to have... So now that we have the fill, I would say the last step is to put it into context. Let's put it in time, put it with the drum beat. The notation of this fill is 16th note triplets. So that means, as far as putting it in with a drum beat, this is going to come in on beats 3 and 4 of a measure. I might play maybe one measure of drum beat. I'm going to play 2 beats of the next measure, and then my fill comes in on 3 and 4. So let's try and put this in time and hear how it sounds. Now, if you really want to get crazy with this, you can actually string 2 of these together and make this fill into a full measure fill. I can loop the same drum variation twice. I could do one variation and then switch to the other one. But let's try and put this into context now. I'm going to do 3 measures of time and then make this fill my entire 4th bar. So the last thing I want to talk about is actually where and when I want to use this fill. So as you could hear, the drum beat that I'm using as kind of an example is more of a swing 16th or swing 8th note type of thing, like a hip hop type of groove. The fill is based off of triplets. The drum beat is based off of triplets. So if you're playing any song that already lends itself to that kind of swing 16th note, then that's the habitat of this fill. That's where it lives. It's a triplet fill, so a triplet groove. You know, they go together like peas and carrots. Another place that I might want to do this fill is that coming out of left field thing, a place where people don't normally expect it. And that might be a song that is straight 16th notes or straight 8th notes, okay? And in that case, I'm doing this fill purposefully to make it stand out. Let's bump this up to 100, see what it sounds like. All right, rock stars, that drum fill is officially yours. Thank you for watching the video. Listen, take it to the next level. I can't take credit for this fill. I didn't make it up. Someone else showed it to me. But I'll tell you this, I'm not doing it the same way they did it, and I don't want you to do the same way I did it. You can start off what I gave you, and then experiment, move it around, put it. I have so many other places that this fill could sound so tasty on, so I'm gonna leave it up to you, your creativity, your imagination. Practice it, shoot a video, give me a link. Let me check out what you do with the fill. So, I'll see you next time. As always, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future content. Smash that thumbs up button. Share this video with your friends and click the links in the description to follow me on social media. Keep rocking, and I'll see you in the next one.